Hi everyone, my name is Emily Kano and welcome to my tutorial on how to navigate and create a marketing flyer in Canva. So I am currently a content coordinator at the Rutgers Learning Centers where I design social media graphics and marketing content to engage the student community at Rutgers. And in my role, I use Canva extensively. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate the various Canva tools and how to create a simple yet professional flyer while also sharing some design and marketing tips I use in my role. So this tutorial video is going to be perfect for students and small business owners or anyone really looking to boost their visual marketing skills and learn more about graphic design tools. You can also learn more about my work and experiences and check out my portfolio at emilykano127.wixsite.com/emilykano. So here you can find my projects. So here's some projects in my academic work, and here's also my resume where I go in depth about my role at the learning centers. So I'm currently a lead graphic content coordinator. I was also a graphic designer. And here I'm going to really show you my skills in Canva. So we're going to start off by opening Canva. So if you just search up Canva in Google and you'll come up here. So this is the home page for Canva. So here on the side you have the plus create. So this is where you're going to find flyers and flyer templates, templates for social media, templates for presentations, or you can click here by the search bar. So we're going to click create. And here you see they have different kind of templates and designs for you to use. So you have like a pitch deck, you have a resume template, or you have a flyer. So we're going to select flyer portrait. And here, so I'm going to show you the different tools when you open up a flyer. So we're going to start off on the side, so with design. So here are different kind of templates for you to use depending on what your purpose is. So for example, they have some festive ones for Halloween. They have grow your business. So this could be like a simple template for marketing, maybe like a business event or a networking event. And then here for elements, this is where you can grab different things to put on your flyer. So you can grab some shapes, you can grab different graphics. So you have like a curvy line here, you have a Polaroid frame, stickers, photos, videos, audio. They have charts, sheets, tables, mock-ups, grids, and frames. So then the next one is going to be text. So this is where you can add a text box into your flyer. So if you click text box, here it says your paragraph text. It's highlighted. You can simply delete it. You can write whatever you wish. So we'll write hello world. And you have just created a text box. And when you click on the text box, you have this little bar on top that shows you what you can do. So here, the first one is Canva Sans. So that means the font that the text box currently has. And Canva has an array of different kinds of fonts you can use. So there's definitely one out there for you and what you want to do. So the next one is going to be font size. So they also have um, some pre-selected sizes for fonts. So they have like 18, 42, depending what you want. Or if you want to, you can also use the plus and minus. So you can simply go like this, add more, or you can type in the specific number you want. So you can go 40. The next one is the text color. So they give you some default solid colors, or you can click this plus sign to add a new color, and you can choose whichever color you want. You can choose the different color, or you can type in its specific hex code. And then the next tool is bold. So you can make the word bold. So we'll put it in black so you can see it. So when you click bold, it makes the word bold. The next one is italics. So it puts the word in italics, or you can underline it. You can also put a strike through the word. And this one is uppercase. So this means when you select it, it makes all the letters in the word uppercase. And when you deselect it, it makes all the letters in the word lowercase. This next one is alignment. So we're gonna select all of these. So when you click alignment, that means how the word in the text block is aligned. So if you make it a little bit bigger, and let's say we'll put a return, we'll click return right here, and we'll expand the text box a little bit. So move it up here a little bit. So alignment, so when you click it, so it aligns the word. So this one is the left alignment, the middle alignment, and the right alignment. So we'll put that one for our purposes. And then list, so you can list the items. So if there's two, it makes two lists. So it makes two bullet points. I can make it just one. And then this one, this tool is actually really good to use. I use it a lot in my marketing flyers for learning centers. So this one is where you do letter spacing. So you can actually put spaces in between the letters in the word. And you can also do line spacing. So when you have two words and you kind of hit return to make two lines in the text box, you can do a space in between the line. So you make them more close together, you can more far apart, whatever you choose. And transparency tool. So the transparency tool is where you can make the word itself more see-through so it can blend in with the background. So if I make it 0, you can't see it. If I make 100, you can. And effects. So effects is actually a really fun tool to use, especially for marketing flyers. They add a little bit more of like an engaging vibe to the flyer and kind of make the words pop out, especially the title. So you can either have a shadow, lift, hollow, splice, outline, echo, glitch, neon, which is super fun, or background. So if I'll show you how this looks like. So for shadow, when you click on it, it makes a shadow behind the word. So offset is how far the shadow is from the actual word. So you can make it super far, you can make it really close. So there's no offset. Direction, change direction of the shadow, blur. So you make it a little bit blurry, a little bit more um, solid. And transparency, again, you can make it blend in with the background. And then you have shape. So this is also a really good tool to use. So for shape, when you click curve, it makes the word curved. So you can also change it. So if you want it a little less curved, you can have it like this, where it's not a straight line, but it is a little bit curved. So it kind of gives it like a little, a different look, a little bit more a little more visually appealing. So we'll put that at the top. And that is the text tools and the different kind of effects that you can do on it. Animate also if you want to make it like an animated flyer or a reel even, like a video. Here are different kind of animations you can do. So you can do typewriter, that's how it looks like, ascend, you do shift, merge, block, burst, which is really fun. Bounds, you do roll, skate, spread, and clarify. And then here you can actually animate the movement of the text box itself. So you can have it kind of rise up. You can pan it across the flyer. You can have it fade. You do like a pop. So, it's like right in your face. You do blur. You can do all different kinds of animations that you can do. And you also have add-on effects. So this kind of does like a repeated animation. Have it rotate, you can have it flicker, you can have it pulse, wiggle, which is little it's very, very engaging. And then the next tool on the side is going to be brand. So for brand, this is really helpful for businesses. So if you have a pre-selected like color palette, you can immediately kind of put it in here. And whenever you're making brand related flyers, you can easily grab a color and you can even click like shuffle. So it'll give you the colors of your brand. You can also put in the logos. You can make brand templates. So you can set up, so let's say this is a brand template. So if I make it a brand template, set up your brand template. It'll turn this design into a template that you can reuse again and again for different kind of flyers they're going to make, but they're still staying on your brand. You can also add fonts, brand voice, photos, graphics, and icons. Upload. So this is where you can upload different photos, images, videos, even from your folder on your computer, or you can upload it from different platforms as well. So these are like different little graphs that I uploaded for a previous project that you can find on my website. It's the TikTok ban infographics, so you can find more information about those and how I designed that Canva flyer on my website. For tools, you have the select option, you have the draw, where you can make little like freeform lines here. And this is the undo and redo button at the top. Shapes, you can add shapes. So you can either click elements or you can go into tools and you can also find shapes here. You have lines, sticky notes, text, and tables. And here is also project, shows you all the projects you did. And you have apps, so you can get it from different platforms as well. Okay, so for this second part of the tutorial video, I'm going to show you how I would make a marketing flyer in Canva using information that we got. So for hypothetical purposes, so I have some typed up information that we can use on our flyer. So the title and purpose of our flyer is a study skills workshop. So our title is going to be study skills workshop. So description is join us for an engaging study skills workshop, learn effective strategies for time management, exam preparation, note taking to help you reach your academic goals. This workshop is designed for you to give you practical tools to help you study smarter, not harder. So our date is Friday, October 24th, 2025. The time is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and the location is Bush Campus. And I also included a register today portion of the description. So it's going to say visit www.rutgers.edu for more information, which adds like an interactive kind of aspect to the flyer so students can get the information and um, it gives the student more information. So we're going to go into our flyer template. We're just starting off with a blank template. If you want to, you could also click the design tool and get some inspiration or use the templates here. So for example, for this kind of template, um, for this kind of flyer, using this flyer right here, grow your business with us. It's a very simple template, which is great because you can use it for different kinds of flyer purposes. So it can be like a networking event. It could be marketing a workshop event if you need. So we can make something similar to this. So the first step is really identifying the theme of your flyer. So since we are doing a flyer that's related to a specific brand, which is the Rutgers brand in this case, it's really important to stay consistent with the brand theme and identity. So for Rutgers, they use three main colors, which is red, white, and black. So we really want to showcase those colors on our flyer to make it Rutgers related. And it's a flyer targeted towards Rutgers students. So you really want to make that known. So we're going to start off with some elements. So for an element, you can also, we can type in corner graphics. These kind of graphics are great to use because you can just put it in the corner of a flyer, and even though it's small, you can either make it big or small. It's just a nice little addition to the flyer. So we can add something like this freeform shape right here. You can pull it to the corner. You can even have it go off. You can fit it right in the corner. So we can go right there. And you can change the color, which is great. So we're going to change the color to red to fit to the Rutgers theme. So you can change this one to, we can change this one to black. I think we'll do it the other way. Since Rutgers is a really main color in the Rutgers theme, it's really important that we showcase that color. So we're going to do it this. And you can also even adjust it to a different angle. So you can also have that make bigger and put it on the side right here. And when you double click it, or when you click this more option, it lets you copy, paste, duplicate, delete, or lock the item. So when you lock the item, so let's click lock, it locks the item in place so you can't move it. So even you want to move it, but you can't. So it's actually great when you're using a lot of different elements in a flyer, so nothing really moves when you're moving one element. So we'll put this right in the corner, and we're going to actually duplicate it. So we'll have one on the corner, one on the other corner to have like a similar kind of theme. So when you click flip, you can flip vertically or you can flip horizontally. We're going to flip horizontally in this case. And we're also just going to kind of move it a little. So this is what we have. And we'll explain this one to kind of go off the flyer. Like that. Perfect. And then for our flyer information, we're going to do the title. So we're going to go text box. And we're going to do study skills workshop. Study skills. Get rid of this little space here. Study skills workshop. And using this little dot right here, you can actually expand the text box or you can change the size from here. So we'll go for a nice big size since this is the main title of the flyer. You want to make it really like the central kind of text on it. So we're going to make it really big size. So we'll do study skills workshop. And since it's already an element on this side, you kind of don't want it overlapping. So we're going to put it kind of in this little corner right here. And we'll also change the font size for the font type. So Liga Spartan is a really good font to use. It's nice and bold and gives the title this nice kind of like shape. So we're gonna use this one and we'll keep it black so it stays consistent with theme and also pops off the white background. You can also even expand it if you want. You could put it like here. And then for our next one, we're gonna copy actually this description. We're gonna copy it and we're gonna paste it right into our flyer so we have it. Perfect. And you can also expand it to the text box or you can minimize it. So we're going to expand it a little bit. And we're going to increase the font size. So we'll make it, we're going to highlight the entire text. Oh, include this J. And we're going to change the font size to about 18, I think would be a good size for this flyer. So here we have our information. And although this is a lot of information, it's really important to kind of space it out a little bit so it doesn't look like one big paragraph. So you can make it a little spaced out. You can also duplicate it. And we can just delete this portion. So we can have this first part, the join us for an engaging study skills workshop. We can kind of put that as our subheading. then we're gonna make this, we're gonna minimize the text box a little bit. And we'll put it aligned to this side. So another important um, note for these kind of flyers is typically I'll do like a hierarchical kind of um, setup. So I'll kind of do like the main important title at the top, and then a subheading or a little message that goes along with the title, and then the description of the event itself. And then on the bottom, I'll do the location, the date, and the time. And then at the very bottom of the flyer, I'll put in like the Visit Us website information. Just so the flyer, when you read it from top to bottom, it kind of works smoothly and you're not just jumping around from information. So it's really important to have a specific kind of system where it's like all the information kind of smoothly transitions into one to the other. So you kind of know what the event is, you know, the title of the event, you know, what it actually is, the event, and then you go into the date, the time, and the location where the event is happening. And then you can also add the more information. So we'll change this one since we already have our title and our subheading kind of bold. We'll make the information a little bit lighter. So we'll do maybe population difference. I think that's a good one. So this one's kind of light, so it doesn't seem like it's all just bold. Actually gonna move this up a little bit. There we go. And then here's our information. And then we're going to get our date and time information as well. So we're going to also copy the register today information. We're going to paste it right into our Canva flyer. So here for this information, if you don't want it just to look just like text on a white background, you can also use the elements and you can type in shapes, or you can click shapes right here. And it gives you a different kind of shapes to use. So we can use something um, like a rounded square. So we can put it right behind it to make it pop out more and to also give like another element to the flyer so it doesn't just look like basic text on a white background. So it's a little bit more vibrant. There's a lot more going on, you know. So location. So we have our date, our time, location, and register today. So we're actually going to space out this one so it kind of looks a little better. There we go. And we're actually going to change the color of this text to white so it kind of pops out against the red background right here. And then also what I'll do for an event that has, you know, date, time, and location, I will actually get a little icon that adds a little more interactiveness to it and um, adds like another element that makes it kind of pop out to the audience. So we'll do like a date icon or like a calendar icon. So we'll do something like this one. We'll minimize it and you can add it right next to it. So it adds a little visual to it. can also expand the text box. And to also, if you want to move around different items, you can click lock and then it won't move around as much. So we're just going to put this one right here, put our date right here. Right there. So it lines up right with the date. And then for time, you could do like a time. You do a time icon. And then you can get like a little clock. So it indicates that this is the time. Also, if you see that some elements are on top of the other and you don't want to move around, you can click position and you can actually move the item backwards. So if I click backwards, then these items come up. And if I click backwards again, then it'll move backwards again. So here you can actually move it yourself. So if you want to go like this, then these items come up and you can easily move them around. And then you could do a location icon. And just the same thing, you could put it near right here. And then you have the register today information at the bottom. So this is like a simple template that you can do for a flyer. So you have the study skills workshop title at the very top, and then you have a small little subheading right under it. And then you have a description of the event itself. So you can expand this a little bit. And this is how you make a hypothetical flyer. Even if you want to add more elements, so you can do like a study, type in study, and it'll give you different elements that you can do. So you have photos, you can have videos, you can add audio too. So let's go into elements and look at some graphics that they have. So you can click something simple like this one, or you can even change the colors if you want. And we'll just kind of minimize it. And it'll be like somewhere where it's not too busy, where not too much is going to happen. So it doesn't seem too kind of overcrowded. So if you want, you can actually minimize this and move it to the side, and you can add this little element right here. And it already kind of takes up this little white space right here. If you want to add another element, so you can add maybe some books. Just make sure it's not overlapping over any important information. And you kind of have it a little off to the side, off center. You can have it coming off the flyer itself, something like this. And this was like a hypothetical flyer that you can make for a study skills workshop. So you have the information, subheading, the actual description of the event. You have different little icons and elements that relate to the actual workshop and kind of symbolize it. So the studies, you have the study paper, you have pencils, and you have books. And then you have the important information right here, which can be highlighted. So you see the date, the time, the location, and register today. So this is an example of how I use Canva for my work as a lead content coordinator at the Rutgers Learning Centers. And it's also really important to become engaged and knowledgeable about these kind of tools that can really help you enhance your professional skills and your personal skills. So using graphic design in different kind of aspects in professional life and personal life is a great tool to use and a great tool to know about. So thank you for watching my tutorial video on how to navigate Canva and how to create a marketing flyer. So be sure to check out my website, which is emilykano127.wixsite.com/emilykano. And if you have any questions, please make sure to contact me and don't hesitate to subscribe and like the video and share and comment if this helped you out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.